What's going on with you guys? It's Tigger's here. I'm back with another video. I need you guys to hear this, man. Just got an analyst giving a price target, and especially for Ethereum, and I guess the broader crypto market, I guess. And you already know if Ethereum goes up, it's going to rally the whole crypto market. So let's
what happened
check
there.
it out.
So that's clearly some gas in the tank then in that particular sector. Julian, some may call them pseudo assets, but you have got a $5,000 year-end price target for Ethereum.
$5,000, guys, by the end of the year. That's his target. So you remember ETH's all-time high was actually close to like that price range around the 4,800. I think it was 4,800 at all-time high. So he's thinking by the end of the year we could see ETH at all-time highs again. I wouldn't say I'm that bullish. I am bullish long-term on Ethereum, but that is an insane price target, guys. Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it 100 for a second. That is an insane price target. So Ether is at sitting around 1,200 right now. So that's a clean 4x going into a 5x almost if Ether comes back down. So let's hear what else he's got to say.
Why do you like this particular cryptocurrency when the broader asset class is arguably just in the early innings of a regulatory overhang?
Oh, and there's no question about the fact, from our point of view, you could go lower before you go higher. And again, part of
right, with all the fear and FUD around crypto right now, guys, I would imagine it would go lower. I can easily see going back to that 700-800 level in the short term. But I can see the 5,000, guys. I can see it. It won't be anytime in the next year or two, I don't think. It'll be 2, 3, 4, or 5 years out. I'm thinking it can probably get up to 10,000. Actually, that's I feel like that's a conservative guess, honestly, in the next 5 to 10 years. So it's an asset worth watching, to be sure. They brought it up as a relation to REIT investments, a real estate investment trust. And if you don't know much about Ethereum, it would best explain it to you like this. You can think of Ethereum as a platform for digital real estate. So they got a lot of like little metaverse projects and different things you can go on there to buy lands and digital lands and stuff. I know a lot of this new breaking technology. A lot of people aren't going to get it, but you can think of Ethereum as like almost like a real estate platform in a way. And they have real tangible assets in a way. It's all digital, mind you, but as tangible as digital can be. You know what I mean? It's really a good way to think of Ethereum, if you ask me.
Of our thesis is that that's the kind of thing that you need to expect with assets that are trading 70, 80, 90, 100% volatility. These types of swings are to be expected, and we would fully expect perhaps another
this is definitely an old video, but Bitcoin is definitely not at 33,000. Ether is definitely not 2,500. So I'm sure they will get back to those prices one day. It's going to be a couple years out from now. And I'd say the argument still holds up, though, guys. I think Ethereum is still a wonderful asset to hold for the long term, and it's a constantly evolving project too, guys. So what's true today might not be true tomorrow. It's constantly getting better and better and better. Any issues it has now, it might not be an issue at all in the next 5 to 10 years. So I'd wait and see how it goes.
Down, maybe a break below 30,000 in Bitcoin and 2,000.
Yeah, I'm not really going to pay attention too much to the price targets, or at least price charts, I should say, because that's
with
all
its
outdated.
Ability to facilitate developer applications, and DeFi is something that we think.
There we go. Look at the bottom, guys.
Is almost over.
Bitcoin correction won't end until regulation is finalized. That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day, guys. We got to get that regulation. We need the SEC to step in, maybe even get Congress to step in, and they're going to sort out the stable coins first. Like I've mentioned before, they're going to sort out stable coins first. Those are the closest things pegged to the U.S. dollar. Sometimes they're backed by the U.S. dollar. They're going to go first, and then it's going to come down to which assets are securities, which ones are commodities, which one do you expect like a third party, to manage your money and make a profit for you, almost like you're buying a company, aka a security. And which ones are closer to commodities, like say Bitcoin, whereas there's a property, is a property that you own. And Ethereum's in a weird gray area because they could argue that overall Ethereum layer is a security, but maybe some of the projects on there are commodities. It's a weird gray area for regulation right now, guys, and nobody really has the answers right now except for the SEC. These things, as they roll out, it'll be short-term bearish for for crypto and just crypto stocks like Riot and Mara. In the long term, guys, all this is going to just bring more adoption. And, it's going to be bullish for crypto. It is. I really do believe that. And because it's going to bring more and more people into the space once they realize it's legitimate, it can be trusted. There's actors in the space that can't be trusted, just like any other. I'm not going to call out any names. Y'all probably know who's out there that can't be trusted. They're all over the headlines right now. But yeah, long term.
Above the idea that Bitcoin is really looked at more or less as the store of value. And again, Ether is one of the transaction modes, certainly powering NFTs at this point.
Right. So, yeah, guys, I mean, the other thing people don't really talk about a lot is that Ethereum is actually going very green. They're very climate friendly now. Ethereum software firm Consensus launches Ethereum climate platform, guys. Check this out. The platform was built for the Ethereum ecosystem, aimed to mitigate excess energy consumption that the blockchain used before it went through the merge in September. So if you've heard anything about the merge, it was all over the headlines back in September. It was the transition of Ethereum from proof of work, where you use computing power to mine blocks on the blockchain, to proof of stake, where you just take the coins and you just secure them into the network. You got to transact them or nothing. You just use them into the network, and it secures, acts like a liquidity pool almost, where people pull from your funds, but you get an interest rate back. You're basically lending out money by putting it into the network for people to trade with. But in return, you get an interest rate. That's proof of stake. It's you basically become your own bank. And to me, that's the best way to explain it. You just become your own bank with proof of stake, and it's really cool. And you get an interest rate, like I said, but also because you're not using computing power to do these transactions, it's much, much cleaner. So when Ethereum merged, it became 99.99% cleaner. Not to mention the EIP 1599 update that came out a couple years ago, and it made it where there's burns on the transactions now, guys. So whenever you do any kind of transaction with Ethereum, it actually burns some of it. It actually just completely destroys some of it. And with this proof of stake, you don't have to mine for these coins anymore. It's a capped supply now, pretty much. The issuance of new ETH is actually slower than the transactions on the blockchain. So over time, there's going to be less and less and less and less ETH. You know what we call that? Call that deflationary. It's ultrasound money is what they call it in the space. So you got this asset that is deflationary in a time where we got high inflation, you got high interest rates, and there's a lot of people really kind of scared of crypto. So you got an increasingly valuable asset in a time where everything's coming down and becoming less valuable. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we're going to load up on this thing soon. That's what I'm going to do. Nothing I say is financial advice, but this is just a fantastic project. It's a deflationary asset. It's very clean. A lot of institutional investors are going to want to get in on this project, guys. So it's just a long-term, easy buy for me. You ain't got to think about it. This thing is going to be massive in the future, no doubt about it. All you just waiting on is the big money to get in. They're just trying to shake all the retail investors out right now. They're going to just dump right back into it, right when everybody least expects it, and this thing's will take off. Happens every time. So don't be one of the suckers, guys. Make sure you get into your blue chip cryptos and you hang on to them. Because if you let them go, you're not going to be able to hang on to them for too much longer. And the price you get back in at is going to be nowhere in the same league as what you could have had. So anyways, guys, quick little video about Ethereum. It's a great project. That's all I got to say. I'll see you later.